just want to know what stood out about his approach to tackling drainage and environmental challenges under you there.
Well, maybe the starting point should actually be how he got to the ministry, the state government. You know, he didn't start with the state government.
Yeah,
He started from the local government, and I identify him as somebody who is competent, a great civil engineer who I believe has so much to offer. So I sourced for him from the local government while I was looking for good civil engineers to complement the work I was about doing then as the commissioner in charge of the Ministry of the Environment. So technically, I will say that I got him transferred to the State Ministry of the Environment based on his capacity. And and he never disappointed me throughout anyway. Apart beyond the fact that he has a great vision, he's an excellent engineer, he knows what he's doing, he's focused and he's passionate and courageous. Because you see, there are times that you have some officials that are good, but because of lack of courage, they are unable to express themselves. He didn't fall into that category. Right there, he will express himself, even if we will be in the minority. And his opinions most times are were greatly appreciated during the period that I served as the commissioner and the minister. So he impacted not only in the monitoring department or the research department, generally because when I was there, we ran the ministry as a team. Everybody always had one thing or the other, even up to driver. I remember I said every single official of the Ministry of Environment was an ambassador for the ministry, so that anything you see or notice in terms of the environmental degradation or challenge, you must escalate to the appropriate department or unit or abate on your own. So everybody cooperated with me throughout my tenure. So I found him very instrumental in terms of his input into most of the decision and policy position and implementation that we did during my period. So that's my appraisal of him.
You know, just what you said now, I remember one interview you granted. You were at transport then, and you said if somebody was courageous, if somebody was loud enough, if you are the reception and somebody is trying not to allow you see the commissioner, but if you know you are on your right and you speak loud enough, you know, you say, don't disturb me, you know, you will get the attention of the commissioner, and the commissioner will come out and say, okay, I'll solve your issue. So, you know, as you just rightly said now, it's courageous. You know, you might be competent, but if you're unable to voice out what is in your mind, you know, you will just be winking in the dark. So, looking back at his contribution under your leadership, sir, how would you say Engineer Shode in this effort in the Ministry of Environment laid foundation for maybe infrastructure development, environmental policies, you know, encouraging, leading to encouraging younger engineers?
You know, as I said to you, during my time, we operated as a team, and it was one of the ones that I would say was bold enough to input. It was not the type to be cowed. We always express his own view. And to a large extent, my recollection is that at a point in time, he was also working with a lot of younger ones, which he had to motivate. And he motivated them well. I remember that at the point in time, he took over the wastewater at the point in time. And I know that some of these people that he trained, some of them today even ended up heading either that place or some other places there. And the credit goes to that team, I would say, during that period, because we achieved what I consider to be unimaginable. The number of drains, the number of canals, the number of dredging, and most importantly, where you feature most in the future. In other words, planning against the future and anticipating the eventualities in terms of the policy direction for the future. We're able to, at least to have an idea